Well. How's it going? I'm so tired. It's incredibly hot today. But otherwise I'm doing good. Am I audible? Is the music audible? I feel like I could turn it up a little bit, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Great. Today was a day. I had therapy, it went well. I didn't cry for a change. Uh, and yeah, I've no clue what to do. I'm completely honest with you. I have no idea what I'm going to do today or any time in the future. Um, yeah, so I pretty much spontaneously decided to do game dev now. There's a bunch of stuff that needs fixing, and I didn't make a lot of progress during my vacation. I had hoped to do more, but whatever. At the end of the day, it was vacation, so I wasn't there to, be productive. I just took my stuff with me in case I would have the opportunity to do something, but no. I just fundamentally don't know what's wrong with the issue I have. Should open Godot. I also updated the font of my editor, which do not be afraid, or maybe do be afraid, I don't know. I can't tell you what to do. Yeah, hang out with friends and all that. It was fun. I still need to post some pictures later. I've already sent you a bunch of pictures on Fringe, but should probably post some of them in the Discord as well. I just didn't feel like keeping up much, which is arguably a mistake, but you know. Again, I was on vacation. Oh heck, Godot. Let me rescale Godot so I can actually see Chad. But yeah, it was fun. Oh, that's cool. You need to send me that later. Because that would help fixing up this font so much. Which I would then also be able to send Dan, because Dan is also using this font, and it has shown in the past that it's sometimes a bit inefficient when it's scaled up. Or has some artifacts that look weirdly. I need to refill my water bottle. I only have a little bit of water left that I stole from Austria. Yeah. But yeah. As I was saying, I need to fix a bunch of stuff. Because first of all, I changed in the project settings. Yeah, that would be cool. In the project settings, I changed physics interpolation, which is good because it's weird. Yeah, that's the Dragon Warrior one. Can you keep that highlighted, please? I would like to read it. Yeah, what the physics interpolation does is basically it changes the way the renderer works in a way so that transforms of physics objects are smooth, so they happen basically physics things happen in between normal renderer steps, if I understand this correctly. Or rather that they are somewhat independent. I'm sure Silly can explain this better than I can. Uh, the issue with implementing that is that some things that I've wrote kind of rely on, it not like physics and renderer being somewhat intertwined. Which you notice especially on the ledge clamp. For some reason this is breaking now. I don't know why. I genuinely don't. Well, or let's say it this way, I know why, I just don't know how I could fix it. Basically what's happening is I'm resetting the position of... Because of the way the animation works, I need to reset the position at the end of the animation. But because it doesn't immediately happen once the renderer is done, well, maybe it does happen immediately and it should wait. But because it isn't completely aligned anymore, it now has this weird point where the position is reset, but the sprite isn't completely at the right spot. It's weird. I don't completely understand it. Like, I couldn't tell you what is causing this. It just happens. And that's the worst part, it doesn't always happen the same. If I activate the debugger, like if I show collision shapes, it isn't nearly as extreme. So I have no idea what's causing that. Or how I would even fix it. Because I just don't understand what's causing it. And there are obviously a few spots where it can happen. In the player script it might happen. Might happen when I set the position. The font being so big is a bit of an issue with how small it is. Godot is for you all. Like when I stream. Anyways, the issue is, in theory, after this is all is done, after the ledge clamp code is done, I'm changing the position in the animation player for each of these animations. Like every single animation resets the position to 0. But that doesn't work anymore. But resetting the position in this animation also doesn't work, I think. So key. So in theory, if I do that, it should work. Like if it was just a timing thing. Less easy. It should be discreet. Yo, friends, how's it going? But yeah, it doesn't fix it. It makes it worse. It feels... that's the thing, it feels like it has to be in between the two animations. Yo, thanks for the sub.
23 years already, 23.
23. Dang, that's a long time. It's at least... yeah. Almost 2 years. Dang. It doesn't feel that long. It doesn't feel like that at all. It's wild. It feels equally like ages ago and just yesterday. Indeed, indeed. But yeah, I have no idea what's going wrong here, is the issue. Like, I just don't know why this is happening. If I don't use this... it just doesn't make any sense. I will never see it coming because I have no idea what's happening here. I genuinely don't. Why does this work? This shouldn't even matter anymore. The animation is finished. The animation finishes at 1 second. Why does setting it at 1... What? Excuse me? Wait! Why does this... wait, why does this... What? No! Explain this! Explain this to me! I can breathe when I'm dead. What? 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 What happened? Wow. Oh, wrong scene. What? No. Anyways, what? Why did it? What? Uh, uh, I'm, I'm confusion. I mean, that's the issue we had the entire time, but why did it... For just a second, setting it to 1667, 1.0666, 1.0667 fixed it, but then it wasn't fixed. Why did it temporarily function and then not function anymore? What? What? The issue... The problem is now that I have physics interpolation active, it's inconsistent. Like this issue started happening since I activated physics interpolation. But now I'm trying to figure out how I fix this. And I'm not sure I know how. I just don't know. I don't think you can disable physics interpolation on runtime. You can. Scene. Okay. Okay, script. Documentation, one sec. Documentation, comments. How do I add a property? Member scene 3.physics interpolation. because WTF. And then we just second tween, second tween, second tween, and I should connect second tween dot finished dot connect second tween finished, and then we make a function second tween finished. Scene 3 dot physics interpolation is false. Yeah, shut up, Godot. Hashtag re-enables. Not that. That. I don't even know. The thing is, I don't know how I would rewrite this. This was already bullshitting my way through when I first wrote it. So. So now we ledge climb. Invalid assignment of property or key physics interpolation with value of type bool on base object of type scene tree. Okay, scene tree. I'm a moron, yes. At least that one was easy. Let's try this again. It surprisingly did nothing. I guess I just need to enable physics interpolation later. I can try. Project settings. Save and reload. Reload current project. Everything is fudged. There we go. It's fine, don't worry about it, it's fine. Okay. Does it work now? Yes. So it is a physics interpolation issue. Which makes sense. Because without physics interpolation, everything lines up pretty nicely. Because again, the issue is fundamentally that something can render without... What an emote! Yo, Hexen, how's it going? We are currently losing our collective minds. It is indeed a lot of words that I'm just saying. Okay, but this proves our our collective brain cell is putting in so much work. Cannot believe how much work it puts in. Things are going just mildly wrong. And we just kinda accepted it. I'm trying. So I think this doesn't actually help us, like doing it at the finishing of. How do we get to scene 3 in the anim player? Actually, you know what? Actually, this is very easy. This is very easy. We simply rename this function. And then we don't need this entire line. We don't need to differentiate this tween. Actually, we can try that. Position equals factor 2.0. Let's try that. Oh! I think I've got more than just. The word is moving. gods! I need a clip of this. Duly noted! I clicked out of the window! Oh no! God! What have I done? The fuck? The world is passing by. What happened? What have I done? Maybe? Get tree dot. Can I get the root that way? Or do I get root? Get tree dot root dot reset. Physics interpolation. Thanks for the clip. I need to watch that back to understand what just happened. I have good news and bad news. The good news is the world isn't falling apart. Which, given our progress so far, not bad. I choked on water. Okay. What I was going to say is I take the world not falling apart. That's already progress compared to last attempt. But it's still broken. Just not as broken. Also, wasn't this container red? Am I imagining things? I am imagining things. Okay. Anyways, So this didn't fix it, but maybe if we call it at a later point, it might fix it. So if we just call it reset position and in the animation player instead of setting the position like we have done so far, we reset the booster. Reset. Reset position. And then just do that in all functions. Most importantly, idle. So I'm going to do it for now, just in not blend shape. Call method. Booster. Reset position. I'm going to set it in the functions as well. If for now it's just important, does this even work? No, not at all. Well, that was disappointing. Okay, I'm slowly running out of ideas. I'ma be real. I have no idea how to do this. Let's make this function public. So we can use it later. One sec. You want me to call it again, right? Let's try... That's not how that function should be called, but okay. It's public, so it should not be called like a public function. Idle. Oh, method track. Reset position. Let's try this again. Why did it... I guess I'm setting the wrong position. Is the issue? Which I don't know why it doesn't set the right position, but if this just functions, does it still work if I remove this? Ah, you didn't see what I removed. The function I removed for, like the part I removed from the function is this. So this doesn't do anything. Which is interesting. But also not my problem. I'm just going to call it reset physics interpolation. I realized reset physics interpolation is very much an already existing function, so I'm just going to call it reset physics interpol, not for international police, but if that makes you happy, more power to you, I guess. And then we rename this purple. We rename this and add it to all the others as well. Interpol. Just to make sure I have it everywhere. Yeah. Break, fall. We shouldn't need it in fall, but I'm going to add it anyways. It can't hurt resetting the physics interpolation at the beginning of every... in case we need this for anything else. But glad to know that we fixed it now. Through some abysmal coding that I wouldn't do ever. But then again I did it, so never mind. All I'm saying is I'm glad it works, but I'm also disgusted that it does. I think that's a valid feeling to have. Can I just copy this? Probably not. No. It was too good to be true. Anyways. Now that we implemented this, or now that we're implementing this, because this is taking a while. Physics interpolation. Let's hope nothing else is broken. I do think adding interpolation, like physics interpolation, is good. It's just, you know, it's definitely causing some issues that I would have liked to avoid. But good. but it is going to make the game look so much... Yeah, it doesn't work well with scripted movement like this, which is usually not a big deal because most of the movement we have isn't scripted. The ledge climb just is. Most of our movement is way simpler. Turn... Oh, this is weird. Booster... Reset physics interpol... But yeah, this is one of those weird things that I'm just going to have to live with, that there's this one situation in which I'm not using physics interpolation because it breaks the game otherwise. But yeah, now it's fine. It does... I maybe shouldn't call it every state. Ha. Well, that's an issue. I guess, but... Yeah, probably better. Luckily removing this is a lot faster than adding it. Oh, wait, I made a mistake. I cannot remove it here. Oops. My bad. I love the emote so much. All the Mega Man and Peach emotes in general are so great. Wait, no. I need that. I wish I could have cats. I like cats. On occasion, I actually there was a really sweet cat that was like so cuddly. I was banned from home for petting the cat, but you know it was worth it. Our mom is allergic. Unfortunately. So, as much as I would like to have cats, it's just currently not possible. State. 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 Have I called any exit anywhere else? Yeah. Plus, we don't have a lot of space here anyway, so... Is there anywhere... Yeah. Is there anywhere a bit of an issue? Let's climb. F anim finished. Entity dot reset physics interpol. Nope. That. Ah. Override. How do I override a... Do I just... Fade. No, it's a string actually. I'm doing this so wrong, but it's fine. Okay. Yeah. I'm doing this the wrong way around. Oh, it's a string name, okay. And then, exit. Does this work? Let's see. Does it work? Yesn't. It works, but it doesn't do anything. I know how to do it. Which first of all means I need to undo all of this. Hubba jabba. Bees are eating my bees. And in the anim player... At some point we should arrive here. Oh, I just... Oh, I reset a bit too far. Run, slide, teeter, turn. And then I just need to add it here, manually again. And instead of just we are calling it every time, which is not ideal, but I can live with that. But instead of doing this all the time, we just do it if get physics interpolation is false. Not is false, equals. What's wrong? Oh, that's wrong. If what do you mean you cannot find physics interpolation? Oh, because I'm a moron. Haha! Okay, I'm going to take a quick break, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see if this works. And without the issues we had last time. I am a genius. Okay, maybe I'm a moron, but... I can be both. Okay, what was that? Why is it jumping now? I can ledge climb here because the platform. Okay. Okay, but it seems to be working now, which is good. That's more progress than I made the entire last week, so... Next on the priority list... I think today I just want to clean up, mostly. Like, clean up stuff I didn't clean up until... Like, all the side effects, basically, of Godot 4.3 dropping. So I can continue afterwards, pretty much uninterrupted. So we should probably figure out what's going wrong with the scene transition there. That is weird. From that direction it works perfectly fine. But from... if I walk right, it, for some reason... So why is it jumping like that? Probably because... Probably because... I have no idea. Let's find that script. Let me just close all for a bit. So... screen transition. The direction we use is right. Or is it left? I think it's the direction of the transition, so it should be left. So we started minus 173, which should be correct. And then we tween towards 160. Which is the middle, yes. And then in the second step we tween towards 493. Yeah, that all makes sense. Which raises the question, why is it behaving the way it is? Because it shouldn't behave differently than the one to the left. It's just doing the same but opposite. Yeah. This is completely identical. Why? The problem is I don't even know what is breaking there. For all I know, reality just decides that there should be a black void now. No, for a second it's at the wrong position. Which doesn't make any sense. Unless I somehow entered the starting position wrong, but I don't think so. I don't think it's ever invisible. It's just off screen. Like, straight up, I don't think I ever hide it. Except hide it literally off screen. Like, it's physically hidden. Ha, why? I mean, I could try hiding it, but that would probably already solve it. For absolutely no reason, actually. I don't think that's the issue, but you are in fact correct. Uh, just out of curiosity, because I would believe that for some reason that just fixes it. I do not trust this engine anymore after what happened today. I'm just confused why it's at random positions on the screen. It shouldn't be. I mean, in the beginning it's off screen. Because the screen is here. That blue rectangle that you barely can see. Can I see that somehow? Or do you mean just enter the position it would be at after I'm done? It would first be at 160 and then 493. And it should automatically be set to the correct position it needs to be in. I mean, I can just transition. Can probably just unhide it and hide it and. Like, that would probably already help. Like, if nothing else, it would mean that it's probably not as noticeable. Which doesn't actually fix the issue why it's happening, but you know. If I don't need to understand why it's happening, I'm fine with that. I think it worked except the first time, which... that's fixable. That it didn't work the first time, I can fix. On ready! Visible equals false. It's silly, but it works, so I'm not complaining. I accidentally hit the reset button. I'm so happy that I have the restart button, mind you, but I accidentally hit it. Oh, so I definitely have to remove that one. Yo, oh. Yo, Fringe. Are you alright? I mean... Hope so, but... why is it now not working? That's good to hear. So why is this not working? I need to... Screen transition preload. The direction... So the direction is the direction of the loading zone. Just the direction of the area trigger. So... Which is a statics direction, which by default is right, but it shouldn't be. So we are specifically looking... Yeah, okay, that is definitely an issue. Like, good to hear that everyone's alright, but... Or at least everyone on your end is alright, but it definitely... Yeah. Sounds like a situation. Loading zone. Which direction do you have? Right. So, it is right. So the screen transition should go right. So we start at 493, which should be correct. We checked that. And should tween 260, which is also correct. And it should then tween to minus 173, which should also be correct. I mean, obviously it should be correct, because even if it was slightly off, it shouldn't be, you know, in the middle of the screen. So why is it in the middle of the screen? Aha. We've been fighting with fixing stuff that has been broken since 4.3. Or specifically since I activated physics interpolation, which I would like to keep because physics interpolation is good. It's causing a few issues that I don't... It's just in the middle of the screen, like... It was caught in the middle of an animation or something, but it shouldn't. I don't think the player has control until... Answer. I was. That's what I literally was doing just now. That's what I changed. In fact, I changed it back because it seemed to make it worse, but didn't, so... Might as well keep it. There are two issues I see with this. Why is it only happening on the right, and why is it happening? It also seems to be happening when I fall from above. Okay. I'm setting it visible right before the tween starts. So after the position should have been set. Which is my issue, it shouldn't. Unless the tween somehow itself is broken. So... Maybe? Wait... Engine... The process frame... Get tree dot process frame. I can try that. I just don't understand why it's happening at all. Like, it shouldn't be happening. It seems to be better. But also not. Yeah. Okay. First frame, or first step. It's currently still invisible because duh. So... What is the current position? Current position... The current position is minus 173 and 90. Which you can barely see above orbit. But okay. Next step. Now the position is still 173, which it should be changed. It should be 90. Not 90, 493. Next step. It's now 493 and 90. Next step. Await get tree. That's still correct. It is still correct. It should be visible now. It is visible now. And the position is still 493 and next step. Question? Why am I in the player camera? Where's my transition? So now we are great. Remote tree, remote tree, remote tree, screen transition is visible and it's visible and yeah. The position is 493 and 90, which... No, it's not. $493 and 90 would be on the right side of the screen, which, as we can clearly tell, it's not. Texture properties. No offset. No nothing. Centered. Should it be centered? I mean, yes, and I mean it's designed for when it's centered, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's at the wrong spot. It shouldn't be there, and not just I don't want it to be there. It literally shouldn't be there. Where's the camera? The camera. At 0 to 0. And the offset is at 3.452 and 32. Minus 32. But that shouldn't matter. Because I'm pretty sure the canvas layer is rendered above. I'm sorry, by the way, chat, that this is basically just staring at a half black screen for you. There's not a lot I can actually show here. I'm just going through the motions. Like, I just check what is happening with the values, which I'm doing here in the remote tree. Can I make a script that manually causes the transition animation? How do you mean that? You mean, can I cause a transition to happen? Just on demand? We can call... We can do that. I just need to figure out how I call that script, but... Idle. Input event. If event. Because I'm a moron, but also... input. Unhandled input. If input. If event equals project settings, input map, because I do not have UI events actually. The UI actions don't exist. Oh, never mind, they're here. Let's go with... Yeah, sure, UI accept. Screen transition right. Statics direction dot right. If event dot is action press. I haven't done this in a bit. Cut me some slack. UI accept. So now you will see that nothing happens. Well, you don't see anything because it hit the window. Now you will see that nothing happens because the screen transition doesn't exist yet. Okay. What is a Slack? I mean, I'd assume so. Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, I'm not going to read it right now. I'm busy trying to fix this. Listen, clearly Slack isn't relevant anymore. If it's deprecated. So it can wait until after stream for me to read. Fine. Fine. I do not. I do not recognize that logo. I mean, I probably should, but my brain is not in the best state right now. I have... My brain is very much mush. Because this doesn't make sense. Also, yeah, I'm pressing the UI accept button. It doesn't do anything, because obviously it doesn't do anything. Why should it do something? I don't have a screen transition until I transition the screen. It doesn't just add itself. That would be inefficient. I know, not really. I'm... Hang on. Nah, level manager. Do we have a screen transition yet? Level manager. Screen transition. On ready. We do all this stuff. Actually, we just do this, and that's about it. And we don't really need to free it anymore, so we don't really need this entire function, so this is deprecated. Not deprecated, Brain, don't just use words you read 5 minutes ago, like you know what they mean. Screen condition. Hang on. Loading zone. And that should work. One less screen transition. There we go. Oh, you couldn't see Jack of that. It's now part of the level manager. Hooray. I basically just move the code that adds the screen transition to ready of the level manager, since it should be in the level manager anyway. And let's try this again. Nothing happens still. Call. That call deferred. Can we do this now? So the good news is, it didn't crash. Actually, nothing happened. Oh, I just reached the breakpoint that I already forgot I said. Let's step into transition. Step into transition. The values are correct. Transition. Nothing happens. Now we step into again. Still fine. We are in some unhandled input event. In the state machine. Because we used an input and now we're in the state machine. Makes sense. Step into, I guess. We check if jump has been pressed in idle. Jump has not been pressed in idle. Are we back? I think we're back. Well, that hasn't happened in a while. Anyways, where was I? We are currently in the level manager. I feel like nothing is happening anymore. Let me get rid of the breakpoint. For now. So it functioned somewhat. Never clears, yeah. Which might just be because I'm... yeah, because I'm a moron. actually. Um... Yeah, that needs to be in. That needs to be in Level Manager. No, actually no, because shouldn't call change level unless we are... Oh, that's unfortunate. In theory, I need to have a on transition function, on transition finished function, so it calls the screen clear. Actually, why don't we just have two on transition clear? One in level manager and one in... What exactly stops us? Let's say it this way. Yeah. Let's do it that way. I just need to get rid of that. It is probably just spaghetti code. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's try this again, shall we? And this time I'm just going to continue from... No, let me remove it for now. I want to see this, actually, without being dropped out of the window every time I do. We have a problem. But here it just seems to be what... I wouldn't know how. Hi, dishes. I have two twins, but... But they kinda are. That's the problem. But I can do this easier. Yeah. If we need a new function, actually that can be private. Variable lock. By default, it's false. So if lock false, then we do this, and then we set the lock in here. I think that's fine. The animation, the second animation can never happen without the first one. I just set it. Just unlock it at the end of it. Fiddlesticks. And I thought I was so clever. That was my first mistake. Why so serious? Because I have no idea what I'm doing at this point. I'm so done with this shit. Okay, so... guess we save you as... in A... first tween and second tween. For second tween... we had first tween, but what about second tween? First tween... first tween... First... 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 and second tween. Second tween. Second tween, second tween, second tween. Actually, let me just copy this very quick. This should probably speed this up just a tiny bit. Second tween, second tween, second tween. Okay, now that we have those tweens, how do I check for if they are dead or not? I just check in the beginning, right? If first tween is not, we can now finally write is not. I'm finally allowed to say is not. Wait, and it doesn't even matter because not is. God damn. Oh, I get it. No, nos. If nos first tween is running, and if nos second tween. If nos second tween is running. And then all of this into its own line. That should hopefully work. Hopefully, I say. I forgot ads are running. Ah, yeah, Twitch clips are sometimes like that. So... I guess I reset the scene transition. So... Instead of doing this, Instead... If second tween is running, we... How do I kill the second tween? Well, the second queen had a good run. Well, let's see if this works. Is running apparently doesn't exist. Or the first tween doesn't exist. Oh! So... we... is not null. Null. Okay, fine. And I guess I should probably also end. If second... And... Second... Actually, no, I can't guarantee that the second tween is a tween yet. I technically can, because I know it's going to be a tween, but...
Finally, we can relate. Now we're side by side, this is fate. I knew all along we'd find some way to communicate.
It's still behaving a bit oddly, but... Not just because it's triggering every time I jump, but...
I've been here before, and I know that we must stand up tall. I'm not scared to ask when I'm we can overcome it all. Speaking of no one else except your own. You'll never know if you don't try. Listen to the force we carry with me. Speak with your heart, speak with your heart. If you could tell me how to
It's working better? It's working better. Okay, yeah. I would just lock the player, to be honest. But that's a later problem. It works is a strong word here, but it's functional. If you're using it as intended, it should. The first one looked a bit weird. Let me see that again. Yeah, the first one is completely out of place. Do I still need to wait? I think... I don't know, actually. But I can test it. Or I can test the theory. Rather. I'm wondering if this is just working because it's the side you are... Yeah, it seems to have difficulty still if it's on the wrong side of... like, if it doesn't start at the right position. Which... it should. That's kinda the entire point of this code. Yeah. But their weight doesn't seem to do much to fix that. So I might as well remove it. Ah. I think I need to look more into that. But I don't know if I'm going to do that today because it's getting... It's not even getting late, I'm just tired. Like, I think it's just way too hot. I might do something less brain intensive. Because I don't quite want to call it after just 2 hours, but... I definitely don't have the brain power to continue this. But I mean, it is good progress. We did make some progress. I just need to figure out why this is not working. Because it should work, right? Yeah, it's just hard and a lot of stuff has been breaking down more or less. So, yeah. I just don't understand why this doesn't work, because it should immediately... It's over. Yeah, I have one last idea. I have one last idea. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's very much just a tired day, like very much a EP. But yeah, here's my last idea. God fucking damn it. Physics interpolation is so broken. I wonder if I can just, instead of doing that, instead of what I just did, I'm going to comment it out in case I need it again. Can I just, where? There. Can I just turn off physics interpolation? Probably boy, even. Valid. Yep, it just works that way. Should I be alerted? I want everyone to know, by the way, how upset I am that this is just working. Hang on. But minimum. I don't. I have a ruler with me. I don't think that's going to be enough to measure the. It's quite. I am alarmed. Anyways, now that we got this working by just not interpolating the physics of the... Which, to be fair, I'm fine with. The scene transition, like screen transition, looks a bit rough, that's fine. I don't understand why physics interpolation is breaking. Like, I don't understand why this is breaking. I still don't. And that's honestly my biggest issue with this. I just don't know why it's breaking. But at least I can fix it, so it's fine. It's fine. Alright. Hope you have an okay day at work. I know it's probably not a good day at work, but you know. I'm hoping you have the best possible day at work. I still don't know why this is breaking, by the way. I do not understand. Yeah, yes, but whatever. It works though. I don't want to think about it anymore. Maybe. But I also feel like it's too late for that now. I don't know if control nodes are interpolated. They might be. Okay, let's check. Is anything else broken? Ledge climbing works. Falling works. Running works. Step climbing works. Jumping works. Wall jumping works. Slope running doesn't work, but I don't think it worked beforehand as well, so it's fine. Well, it's not fine, but I deal with it later. Sliding works. Yeah, it was broke before we tried to fix it, so not much we can change. Braking works. Leaning works, and we can even leave the wall. Restarting works. Leaning against the step works. I think everything is working. Okay. We finally fixed everything that was broken by physics interpolation. That both times the solution was just to not use physics interpolation is a bit sad, but I rather have a few exceptions where I don't use physics interpolation than... Hold it! Yeah. I'm probably not going to work on anything today anymore. What's still on the to-do list? We need to document more. That's really just something I need to do. I should start working on background tiles. I mean, I've been working on background tiles a little bit already. Backgrounds. Backgrounds is something I'm very excited about because on my vacation I've learned a lot about parallax just by watching the mountains. That was honestly really impressive. Like, pictures don't quite sell how impressive it actually is to see, you know, just mountains passing by as you drive past them. It's really impressive. It's interesting to see stuff. I mentioned how with shading, a lot of things are often more bluish if they are further away or darker, and you can really see that when you look down, like paths basically with mountains on both sides. You can see how the mountains further away are just... they're basically blue. It's really fascinating. So yeah, I want to put a lot of that knowledge into action when making backgrounds. But it's definitely going to take a bit until I get to that. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm... I mean, we still have time. I don't want to call it immediately, but also... The issue is I already started late, so it's already kind of late here. It was kind of unfortunate with how my therapy session lined up with stream. Because of that, I got home kind of late. Let's at least set something up real quick. Hang on. It doesn't need any work in Godot. I have way too many folders. Sprites. Hang on. New folder. Background. backgrounds. I'll just copy. Test. Do I have a sprite here? A sprite. I do. I think. Kinda. Oh, except it's the wrong version of a sprite. So it doesn't find it. It's funny. Why is a sprite scaled this way? A sprite, why are you like this? Okay. There we go. This is the size of a screen. Pretty much exactly. And I think what I'm going to do for the background here is I'm just going to do a small test background where I'm like doing a few pillars and stuff, so I can next time work on trying parallax without actually, you know, having to worry about it looking perfect. So I think what I'm starting with is on one layer, I don't know which layer yet. I'm going to have some pillars in a similar color scheme to what we have in the prototype stage. So they're like in line with what we have in the background. But I should probably use the background colors rather than the regular colors. So how many pixels is that? 45. Yikes! What a horrible number. And then I'll just copy and paste this. And that should line up. Yeah, something like that. And then we just copy and paste it a few dozen times. I said copy and paste it. Copy and paste. And that should be it. Just a simple structure, it doesn't need to be anything big. With an outline like... I really should have done the outline first, shouldn't I? Well, too late. But yeah, it's basically just going to be something to experiment with because in the last project I worked on, like the planets selected the parallax, and I kind of want to learn how to do parallax myself because it's one of the most important tools to have. Because parallax is what makes backgrounds really impressive. And understanding parallax is so important for that. So I want to properly learn how to use parallax in Godot. We can already tell a few things about this tile. It's going to be relatively close, so this layer is probably going to be pretty close to the player. Not completely close, like it's not background layer, but it's relatively close, because these grids, like this grid is basically the same size as, or almost the same size as the background tiles. So, yeah. And what I could do in theory... I could do it in theory so you can look around this pillar. Because that's something I noticed with buildings we passed. Basically, obviously, you see, depending on where you look on the building, you look on different sides of the building, which sounds obvious when I say it like this, but you know. Hey. So I could, for example, have it so behind this there are tiles that go in this direction. Hang on. Basically, something like... like this. That they are more or less behind and the closer you get to the thing, the more they go inside, like they get hidden by using the parallax to my advantage. I don't know how well that would work, but I could see that working. The biggest thing would just be timing it, like designing it in a way that it doesn't, you know, turn around on the other end. But I like this idea in theory. And you can do that, yeah, at least not while the object is on screen. That's just something I need to experiment with. But in theory, that could be used to like have more depth to the object. Again, something I need to experiment with, and I want to experiment with it. That's why I'm setting this up, kinda. Also because I don't want to end stream yet. Quite yet. I'm probably going to call it relatively soon. But... But yeah. I'm probably not going to code anything majorly. Can I just copy and paste it afterwards on top of the... I should be able to, yeah. Because this is a bit tedious to repeat it. I really don't have it with the copy and pasting today. I really don't. And... can do the same here. No, 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 don't rotate. Please don't rotate. No rotato. And if I set it up correctly, this should work. The big issue I see with this is how I handle the top. I'm not quite sure about that yet. But we can see how I would need to set it up once I finished building this. A bit too far. So... now I just reset that to be the staircase pattern. And to test how it would need to look, I'm going to push these out. Really the biggest issue is I don't know how I would continue these in a way that doesn't look weird. I guess what I can do is Yeah, finish it off like here, and then have a separate top pattern. Yeah. Something. Something that goes more in depth, like that. Yeah. And then for here. For there. For here. For... And then I'll just remove the last one. Actually, no. Removing that last one looks weird. Yeah, I think this works. And then just copy paste that onto. And then I'll need to figure out how I handle that on the sides, but I think I got it. It's gonna look a bit awkward, but that's fine. I think that's fine, yeah. Yeah. Not perfect. I don't think I can make anything that's perfect here, but you know. It's gonna look weird no matter what. Yeah, fine. It's really not fine, but... That should be on a different layer anyways. But if I move it slowly in... no. I mean, yes, and I'll have to experiment with this a bit. I'm definitely not convinced of the top layer yet. The issue is it needs to work with the top layer, but I don't know how to make that work. The thing is, theoretically, I would need to split this on the 2 layers. Maybe I can make that happen. But then, that's something I need to experiment with. What if I literally just copy and paste it? I haven't considered that yet. And then when I move over on this side, it... Not perfect by any means, but it's not bad. I don't know. The more I think about it, the more it gets becomes a bad idea. Maybe it's not something I should start out with, but... yeah. Let me try that another time again. I guess then I just need a bunch more pillars. Like that. And a few more in the background later, but... that's a later problem. I just want enough pillars for it to look somewhat okay. That should be enough. And I'll center them a bit more so it doesn't look weird when I add some more in the background. Smaller set of pillars. Which are gonna look more like this. Yeah. I kind of want to have them less saturated, but I don't know how I would do that with, you know, gray. The most desaturated color. One important thing I'm doing here is I gave the ones in the background, like that are closer to the player, still outlines. I don't know if I'm going to give these outlines, to be honest. Because I feel at that point they don't need outlines anymore. And I think I'm going to make them tall. A lot taller than the ones we already have. And this is where I move everything a bit to the left, so I have space for one more pillar. That one can go down a bit. Both of them can go down a little bit more, to be honest. Yeah, looks good. I mean, I don't have particularly high standards for these. I'm not trying to make the most aesthetically pleasing. And they get a coat of background color. All three of them get a coat of background color. You know what? That should probably be the quickest way of doing that. Yeah. Not quite as strong a coat of background color. Just to make them look a bit further away. By basically making them look less saturated than the ones in the front. I might also give these a coat of 50. Like the ones in the front. Actually, I can just select them this way, which is probably a lot easier than trying to use the wand tool on this. Considering they're quite literally squares. Yeah, I think this looks good. Also, I just realized, instead of doing this, I can also... instead of doing that, I can also just change the... I think it's multiply. And then 20% for the background layer. Maybe more than. I had kind of hoped it would have more of an effect. Addition, it's addition. Does it affect the background as well? Oh, it does affect the background as well. That's kind of unfortunate. Yeah. So it's not addition. There's probably a more eloquent way of calling that. Okay, never mind. Maybe this doesn't work that well as I had hoped. Well, lesson learned. I just kind of would have liked to have that on a separate layer, so... Oh well. Actually, want all of these. Sorry, by the way, that the end of this is... This stream is a bit all over the place. I just want to do some stuff still. Before I want to get a little bit done. Because I've been very unproductive the last few days. And my brain is just everywhere trying to get all the stuff I wanted to do over the week out. Okay. There's something I wanted to do still for the background, but I don't know exactly what. Actually, I think I know what. Ads are running, so I don't know. I don't think I need to take a break. So, one layer is in front and one is in the back. Is that the right color? Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with big tiles here. Bigger than what he can stand on. That's mainly just something I want to experiment with to see how that would look if I just have like a big bar of background, more or less. A bit lower. Just a tiny bit. And an outline. Not that kind of outline, that kind of outline. Specifically so it doesn't look solid. That's why I kind of have that rule of using specifically black outlines for solid ground. To have that difference. And the same this way. I'm starting to like how this is looking. Oh, I think I know how I'm going to continue this. Yeah. Second. New layer. E.g. Oh, that's... Basically just a copy of this. But... Actually, before I do that, I should pick the colors I wanted to use. So instead of using... And then I fade it out a bit. Basically, I'm adding a bit of depth to this, like depth. I hate this word. And then one time over. Sorry, by the way, if I'm a bit too focused. Like, I'm having a hard time, honestly, with doing pixel art and streaming. I need to get better at it again. I know I used to be better at it, but I'm a lot less focused nowadays, which makes it a bit difficult. And then we need BG5. Which is going to have more of this. But if I was smart, I would have... I'm not smart. Oh well. It's fine. Shouldn't take too long to reset that. The idea is basically that I'm just having them be further and further away and get slightly brighter as they do. I might add some differing to it later as well. But for now this is fine. Oh well, it's not quite fine considering how much I have to do here, but mistakes have been made. Let's say it this way. But yeah. The idea is also that basically the towers are layered in between these, so makes it seem like the towers are going through the ground or are attached to different layers of the ground, I don't know. How best to describe that? This is a nightmare. Why did I do this to myself? Why did I bring this torture upon myself? Chat, remind me to never use checkerboard patterns again. I say having prepared an entire game concept on chess. I really do not hate myself, even if it seems that way. I'm just not very smart. No, really, the issue is just that I'm not looking further than 2 seconds ahead in the future, but... Unfortunately, that's just an issue I'll have to deal with. So now with all the layers in place, that layer could be a bit lower. Yeah. It could even be lower than that. And then one last layer. I'm actually going to group them by depth. Depth. I hate this word. I hate this word so much. It's like the one word I just cannot deal with. BJ's. I need a new version of this, but 150. And this is probably just going to be a static background. Like that one's just straight up not going to move. And I'm going to hide all of the layers for now. That should go relatively quick. Hopefully this also lines up. Actually, I'm going to make this depth 5. With me just skipping depth 4. And yes, if you paid attention, the depth is basically used to decide how much saturation I take from it, or how much I fade it out. Depending on how I manage that. Actually, never mind, I hate this. I already hate this, but I hate it less. But now, in theory... Yes... Yes. I can work with this. It's not perfect yet, but I can work with it. I think I know how I'm going to manage this. Yeah. with some divering, this should be fine. And moving this up one. Just gotta brain my brain around. So I'm way too overcomplicating this already. I'm sorry. But I do like how this is turning out. I'm probably not going to do a lot of divering, just a slight bit. But I also said I wouldn't make a complex background, and look where we are now. Oops. I'll probably finish the rest of the divering off stream, since that's going to take a little bit of time, and we've already wasted way too much time. I'm just going to do the basic. That should be on the layer below. Oh, well, 2 layers below, but... And... same here. I'll probably continue it below the previous layer as well, so if the layer scrolls up, it isn't as weird. But I like how this is looking. Probably way too much effort for whatever this is, but also too late for those considerations. Anyways, yeah, I think I'm going to call it now. I've been live for like 3 hours, so 3.5. I didn't plan to go for 3.5, but okay. Who are we going to raid? Winger already raided, so it's not Winger. Who is even still alive? Yeah, yeah, you have a point. You have a point. I guess we can raid. I don't know. Arky is doing. Arky line is doing a little to the left, which seems like a cute little. I think Kama might have played it a while ago. It's like a cutesy little puzzle game where you just sort things or try to figure out stuff with different shapes or something like that. It's very cute. And yeah, definitely sounds like a chill energy, chill vibe for this low energy stream. So yeah. I don't have much else to add to that. I'm pooped. Raid message. Raid message. Yeah. Use whatever raid emotes you like. No, I like what Silik said. I like just So yeah, I'll be back on Friday. I need to think about what I do like properly on Friday, because this was very much just I had no idea what to do. Either way, I see you all. Bye.